All right. Here we go. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get this thing started. Let me know if the stream looks good, you guys. YouTube's being weird on me. Does it look good, you guys? Okay, welcome to the stream, everybody. What's up, you guys? It's Jono. Why is YouTube always broken? Although I think it is actually working, so we'll just go ahead. All right, welcome to the stream, everybody. Shout out to Evie Queen. Shout out to Amal. Shout out to Fireboy Red. Shout out to Tamirisu. Shout out to Azure Shade. Yo, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, hopefully it looks good. Let me know if it doesn't, but I'm going to go ahead and start shiny hunting Arceus. Just like we do about this time. Hopefully we get it. Hopefully we get it and put this one to bed. I'm ready for Arceus to just shine and move on. Let's just take a look here at this non-shiny Arceus. Dodo Giyun. Alright, well, here we go. Shout out to Senchu. Shout out to Bonnie Brew. Yo. Glad to have you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out with me while I shiny hunt for Arceus. I think I even started the stream a little bit early. Just so we can get the extra shiny checks in. So, yep, really dedicated. Gotta get this thing. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's a tough one. Oh, I don't even have my shiny count. Let's get my shiny count. Hang on. I really didn't even want to shiny hunt Arceus tonight. I'm so burned on this hunt, but you know, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. I can't just give up. There's no giving up, so we just gotta keep on throwing time at it until we get a buttery yellow Buttercup Arceus. It's like I don't even believe it's possible, but I know it's possible. I know it. So we just gotta keep on trying. All right, shout out to Virtuous Orc. Do you have the shiny charm? I do, but it's a full-on shiny hunt. But I do have the shiny charm. Shiny charm in this game is a little bit lackluster. Yeah, it doesn't really help that much. But unfortunately, this is a full odds shiny hunt. The odds are 1 in 4,096, of course. I was actually trying to do the math on half odds because we're right about the half odds mark. The half odds is 2,048, which we hit last time. 4,096 full odds. I mean, we could go double odds. We could go triple odds. It's happened before. Oh, you're right. You know, Amal, I wanted to play Pokemon Legends Arceus tonight, and I keep on thinking I'm playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like, I don't know, I just can't get my mind wrapped around I'm playing BDSP. I even made the wrong poll, and I put Pokemon Legends Arceus on the poll. I've just got Pokemon Legends Arceus on the brain tonight. Yeah, Amal's right. I don't have the shiny charm in this game. Because it doesn't have any effect on the hunts that I would reasonably do. So, no point in getting it. Oh well. Alright, how's the stream doing for everybody? Good audio, good high resolution. I don't know. Tamarisu, if you get an error, I don't know what to tell you because it looks good on my end. You know, I'm paranoid about bad quality. I think like every YouTube live streamer is paranoid about that. Go back down the stairs and do a radar hunt. Amal's got radar love. It's a reference to a really, really old song from the 80s. Sorry, nobody gets it. Radar love. Anyway, Amal, yeah, I want to do a radar hunt. I certainly do. But right now I've got too many open shiny hunts out there in the ether. We gotta close some of these down, you know? So that's part of the reason I gotta get this Arceus done. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it. Radar hate at the moment. I could appreciate that. Did you break your combo again? I'm guessing you broke the combo again. This is good quality. Okay, thank you, Senchu. I mean, I hope it is. I don't have as good of internet here as I used to have in California, but it still seems to be pretty good quality. I'm curious if I could turn up the quality. I should do a test, honestly. I should do a test. I should do a 1080p 60 test. I just don't know what the upper end of what I can broadcast is because my internet, what they tell me is my upload is too small to actually be my upload. I couldn't be streaming in the quality I'm streaming right now if what they tell me my upload is actually what it is. Because I have 1,000 download, but I have like 50 upload or something like that. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I don't think that's true, especially considering I'm streaming and it must be taking more than that. But we'll see. I don't know. What does stream quality depend on? It depends on your upload speed, honestly. What you can push out all depends on your upload speed. So I'm like the weird internet customer who actually doesn't care how much my download speed is, which most people want to have a high download speed because you're watching Netflix or you're doing whatever you're doing and you want to have the fast download. But streamers need to have upload. And they tell me my upload is like 50 or something ridiculously small. And I'm just like, guys, I've never been offered an internet plan where 1,000 was my download and 1,000 was not also my upload. They're always, hand in hand. But anyway, does your hardware impact if you can do 1080? Not on the upper end mall. It does impact it on the lower end. Like you might not have enough hardware to do 1080, but like on the upper end, like you can't get any better hardware. Like at a certain point you can do 1080 and you can just do 1080. Like if you have a laptop and you can do 1080, that's just as good as if you had a supercomputer that can do 1080. But what I want to do is 1080 60, which is like pretty much the top end of what you can offer in YouTube gaming until you go to 4K, which is still just problematic and insane. Like there's not that many people who stream in 4K. You have to have an even better computer than I have, which is crazy. And then you have to have an internet that can also broadcast the 4K, which is hard to get as well. Mego! Yeah, one thing a lot of people don't know is that you have to have all this crazy technical knowledge in order to actually, put the stream together. And I think that there's some channels that actually have like a technical person that they hire that does all that stuff. And then they're like the personality, but they bring in resources. But yeah, if I couldn't figure all that stuff out, I definitely wouldn't have made it as far. I don't think. So it's tricky. But it's almost like the seedy underbelly of YouTube. Like almost nobody talks about it. But every once in a while you get a creator who makes a video like me, like a studio tour or here's my setup or whatever. And then you kind of get to peek behind the curtain a little bit. And I love watching those videos because I like to see how other people do what I do, because there's so many ways to do it, so many different cameras you can get, so many different computers you can get, so many different internet providers, and it's like, what's that magic combination that gives you the best of everything? I don't even know if I've found it after all these years, but it works for me. What I do, it works. So yeah, 2059 for the shiny count. 2059. We are working on it. We are just absolutely working on it. I'm drinking my hot tea. Yo, it's Friday night, you guys. It's a Friday night. So, Maul, yeah, the quality of the monitor matters. Like if you're doing computer gaming, right? Like a lot of streamers are doing computer gaming. Like if you're playing Fortnite, you're doing computer gaming. I would say most Fortnite streamers are playing on their PC. Not all, but a lot. So then that means you're doing screen capture. So if you don't have a 1080 monitor, let's say you had a 720p monitor, which is like unheard of these days, but somebody might have an old monitor that has, smaller size. That's possible, right? So you can screen capture whatever size your monitor is or whatever size your monitor can output. So there's a like a variation of sizes, but if it's smaller than, like if you have a 720p monitor, you can't screen capture 1080p. Yeah. So it does affect it in some ways. Like if I'm in my streaming software, I have to tell it where do you want the source to come from, and telling it to be my monitor is like a pretty good source if I'm computer gaming. If I'm gaming on my Nintendo Switch, then I tell it make my Nintendo Switch the source. And the Nintendo Switch sends out a 1080p signal, so it's like having a 1080p monitor in a sort of way, because the signal that it sends is automatically 1080p. So in that case, my computer monitor doesn't matter because I'm going through other hardware. But yeah, it kind of depends on what game you're playing and where the source is coming from. Amal, you would make a good streamer because I know you get this stuff. I know you understand it, you know, and having that technical ability, very valuable. Just saying. Who thinks Amal should stream? I would watch it. I'm just saying. I would watch them all. Oh, and you could make your motto, gotta watch them all. Oh my goodness. You know, I actually say that. Sometimes people comment on my streams and they're like, Jono, I'm so sorry I missed your stream. I was at the football game or whatever. Or I was studying for that big test. And I'm like, that's okay. In my head, I'm like, that's okay. I mean, if you miss my stream, it's not that big of a deal. But I always comment the same thing. I always comment, gotta watch them all. Because it's only one letter away from gotta catch them all. So it's like, gotta watch them all. To me, it's really funny. I don't know if people are laughing, especially because I do it every time. So I'm guessing I've sent the same comment to the same person multiple times, I'm sure. And they're like, so, there's that same comment again. But to me, it's just a simple, you know, because it takes a long time to respond to comments. So sometimes it's easy if you already know what you're going to say. I hear it all the time now. Yeah, I got to watch them all. That's what I say. That's what I say. Because people, you'd be surprised how often people comment stuff like that. They're like, Jono, sorry I didn't watch the stream last night. And that's fine, you know. You can watch the replay if you feel like it, or just check for Amal's shiny timestamps to see if anything good happened. But yeah, I always try to respond to every single comment for YouTube engagement and all that. And plus, it's just the right thing to do. So I try to respond to all of them, but sometimes I do have kind of stock responses like that. $2063. I feel like the game takes longer to load. Just every once in a while, it takes a little bit longer. I almost blocked Bonnie by accident. No, Amal, don't do it. Well, don't feel bad, Amal. Azure accidentally banned Boogendad TV the other night. It was pretty bad. I mean, it actually wasn't that bad, but it's just that never ever happens. So I was like, whoa. I just figured he dropped his phone. It's been known to happen. I have dropped my phone before and almost accidentally banned somebody. Or just the chat was moving too fast and I did accidentally ban somebody. But luckily it's easy to fix. But it does delete all their comments. I don't know if it instantly hides every comment they've ever made on my YouTube videos. I hope not. If it does, I've never noticed it. Nearly spilled my coffee in the process. No. Well, I guess it's just good you didn't spill it. Hey, what's up? Shout out to Sir Jonatron. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, it deleted one of his membership milestone chats when Azure accidentally banned Boog, which he did correct within a few seconds. He corrected it pretty quickly. But I didn't get to read the whole message, and I still wonder to this day. What did the whole message say? Oh well. Hey, shout out to Bylove, shout out to Sage's Gaming. Yeah, it's true. Amal has a schedule. Yep. And I respect that. You know? I kind of have my schedule too. If people stream at certain times of day, I can't watch. I'm glad nobody I watch streams during the middle of the day. Although I used to watch Dr. Disrespect. Like during the pandemic, I just started watching a bunch of random stuff. And that was at the time when Dr. Disrespect got kicked off of Twitter. And started up a YouTube channel, and I was like, whoa, like one of the biggest like live stream stars is like building a platform on YouTube. I should watch and see what it's like, you know. And then I watched for a while, and it's crazy. I actually donated a lot of money to Dr. Disrespect, but you know, he really runs a tight ship, and he's got a good stream over there. He's got a good entertaining personality, of course, and got a bunch of hilarious one-liners. He's not actually the best at playing video games, but I think that there's some irony in there. I did donate it a lot. I think Kamal knows. There's some irony in there because, you know, he acts like he's the best, but, you know, he's really not. And then, like, it's funny because there's a lot of comedy in his act. And I just have deep respect for the production quality and the entertainment quality he brings to his stream. But his mods got mad at me, and I decided to stop watching Dr. Disrespect, although I still have a lot of respect for Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, I was donating too much. It was probably better for me to stop watching because he was just so good that I was like, I need to throw money at this person. This is, you know, when you're on a good YouTube live stream, you just sometimes you feel like throwing a little cash, and yeah, I probably threw more than I should have. But, you know, these things happen. I had respect for the game. But yeah, I had to stop watching. Part of the reason I had to stop watching is because he streams during the middle of the day, and it's too distracting, and I have work to do, you know? And it's like, can't just be watching this live stream. I got stuff to work on. I'm working from home. It's very important to stay focused, and, you know, he's so good that you literally can't stay focused while you're watching. And I don't even watch Call of Duty. I mean, I've never seen a single game of Call of Duty until the first time I watched Dr. Disrespect, and I was like, you know, I could watch this game. And then he played a couple other games, but he was even worse at those than he was at Call of Duty, and I was just like, man, this is funny. Like, but it's funny because I think a lot of people actually believe he's really good at video games, and I'm like, sure, I mean, he's good enough. It's Call of Duty. Like, you could play and get some kills, but some of the people he plays with are like actual pro level, so he looks bad compared to them, but he's still pretty good. I mean, anyway, Dr. Disrespect. That's my complete opinion on Dr. Disrespect. I should just be like a YouTube critic. Like that movie critic show that was on in the 90s. What was those two guys' name? They were like, we give it 2 thumbs up. What were those guys? I don't know. I can't think of their names. 2 thumbs way up. What were their names? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm actually glad I can't remember their names. But anyway. Yeah, like YouTube critic. I've been trying to get inspired for like a video idea for like a second channel, but it has to be like a banger idea. Just like a purely creative idea. That's more creative than just like playing video games, but like built from the ground up, you know, just from my mind kind of like experience. But it has to be like a banger idea for me to go all in on it, but that's actually not a bad one. Because I tried to do a couple other gaming channels, and I haven't found any games that motivate me the way that like Pokemon, where it's like worth dedicating a whole channel to it, you know. Pokemon's good though. Pokemon channel, just fine. And play a couple other games too here and there. That's just fine. But yeah, I tried to play some other games and like make like channel just for that game, because technically that's what you should do. That's like the best way to get views, is just to focus down on one game and be like the expert on that game. But I couldn't find any games that I actually wanted to play on a daily basis. Amal, how did you know that, or how did you find that? But you are a genius. Yes, At the Movies with Siskel and Ebert is the way that they were commonly referred to as. But yeah, the show At the Movies with Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert. Siskel and Ebert. That's what it was. Yeah, pretty good. Nice Google search, Amal. That's the best. That's the best Google search. They're just, I mean, they're just American film critics. Like, it's not really that big of a deal, but they were kind of like an institution in film there for a while. Like, you always wanted to get 2 thumbs up from Siskel and Ebert. But like, near the end of their career, like, it didn't even really mean anything. But there for a while, I mean, I guess it was a good way to indicate if a movie was good or not, or if it was worth watching or not. Who knows? Maybe it was just a popular show because there was only so many TV networks back then. You know, they only had like 3 or 4 like TV networks back then. Crazy, right? Maybe they had more in the 90s, but originally there's like 4 stations on the TV. That's it. It's crazy. Well, it is Friday night, you guys. We made it through the week. Hope you guys finished strong this week. I gotta pay close attention because I swear I'm gonna miss it, and I do not want to accidentally reset the shiny because I'm only half paying attention. That would be terrible. Yeah, Azur, feeling exhausted. Dude, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Gotta get that sleep, very important. Actually, I might try to convince wifey to stay up and watch Yellowstone with me. We're trying to catch up on Yellowstone. I mean, we already watched it, but we're just watching through like as many episodes as we can before the new season comes out. But it comes out this Sunday, so you know, I'm kind of hyped. Okay, let's see how many people have pre-ordered Scarlet and Violet. 56% said nope, and a solid 44%. We got 20 watching. So it's about half and half, roughly. I know, I'm always exhausted. Yeah, I try to get good energy from like exercise, but I mean, you can't just exercise all day long. So yeah, that's why I do strong coffee. And then I got to go for round 2 with the tea for my stream. That's right. Cranking 90s be tiring. Search on the try. It's a Fortnite reference. Yeah, I would imagine so. I would totally imagine. Crank them 90s. I remember when I used to watch Lachlan, and he was bad at Fortnite, but he would do like funny videos where he built like a pyramid in like a live match, and like him and Laserbeam would like get into a live match and like try to build a pyramid and hope that nobody like bothers them, and they had to like do all this farming and then try to build the pyramid, and like it was just so funny. But then he went through like this training period, and people built him a whole bunch of like custom maps where he could like train and like bounce and do all these like training things, and he did like all these training videos, which was actually kind of awesome. And then he was actually like good at the game and started playing competitively. which is when I lost interest. I'm like, can you just go back to skybasing, bro? It was really funny. And it was. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Keyleth? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I miss Fortnite for like skybasing and all the meme strats. And then it just felt like everyone wanted to play serious and be competitive and crank 90s. And I was like, you know, guys, the whimsy of this game is gone. I'm out. After I spent like $1,000 on my account, jeez. I spent way too much money on that game. You've been watching God of War Ragnarok? Yeah, I follow the YouTube gaming, Twitter feed. And, you know, they always cover new games when they come out, and they've been tweeting a lot about God of War Ragnarok for like the past couple of weeks because it's a big launch. I don't know anything about it, but I know it's a very popular game that a lot of people are hyped about. I do know that. No, Keyleth breaking the chains. Well, good luck on your Corsola chain. After Amal got his like 44 chain the other night, or I think it was 40 or something. I don't know. Now I believe. Now I believe. Because that was pretty cool. Especially because he was purposefully trying to break his chain and it wouldn't break. Like, what are the odds? Yeah, back to breaking chains under 10. I mean, I guess if you would have got like 2 chains like that in a row, then it would have been like, oh, whoa, what? But yeah, I mean, eventually I guess you will get one of them. Just like eventually I will get this shiny. We'll get it. 2074. And counting. Come on, Buttercup. I don't know if I really want to name it Buttercup. I just don't know. I don't really name my Pokemon that often. Maybe we'll have to do a poll. You have to. Yeah, I sort of do have to, honestly. I mean, I pretty much have to. It's true. There's really no getting away from it. Maybe I'll be more excited about naming it once I actually catch it. Right now, it just seems like a pipe dream, and I don't even want to name it. But maybe the hype will take over. And the chat cries. It's like a river of tears in the chat. All right, I'll name it Buttercup, I promise. Should I hunt with you? I don't know, Amal. I mean, you are kind of a glutton for pain when it comes to shiny hunting, so I wouldn't mind the company, and I wouldn't feel bad about saying yes. But I also feel like once you start, you kind of have to finish. And I don't want to distract you from other important things that you might want to work on. Like, I really wish I wasn't doing this hunt right now, because what if I'm hunting this until Scarlet and Violet comes out and I still don't have it? That's a lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus I could have been playing, filling in my Shiny Living Dex, and it's also, you know, it's going to mean I have to continue this after Scarlet Violet comes out. When am I going to do that? So yeah, I'm a little... I kind of wish I would have done this earlier, but I didn't really think about it. I wasn't thinking about the legendaries at all, really. I wasn't. Because what I did with Pokemon Let's Go for my Shiny Living Dex was I just slowly started catching all the Pokemon. And of course I prioritized the Shiny Legends because I wanted to get those videos uploaded so they would get a lot of views in the first year of the launch or whatever. But then because the Shinies were locked on Pokemon Legends Arceus, I just didn't think about it for some reason. But yeah, I wish I would have been working on those earlier, especially this one. We could have already had it knocked out. Especially with how long this game's been out. But that's alright. These things happen. But yeah, I think it's going to take forever to finish the Shiny Living Dex for Legends Arceus. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, this is actually going to be a while. Because there's some pretty difficult shiny hunts to do, including a bunch of legendary shinies. So that's going to be rough. Although, you know what I'm really, really hoping, and I continue to hope this. Think about it, you guys. There's probably going to be legendary shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet because we got it in Generation 8 in the Galar region, right? So it stands to reason they'll probably do some kind of, who knows, maybe they'll have them in the raid dens or something like that. Maybe some kind of comparative feature to Dynamax Adventures, who knows. I hope. But if there's legendary Pokemon that I can shiny hunt for my Pokemon Legends Arceus Shiny Living Dex, that could be a big win because I won't have to hunt them in the old games. I can hunt them in new games. So that's exciting. But then there's also the chance that I decide that I want to do a Shiny Living Dex in Scarlet and Violet, in which case I'll need those Shiny Legends. And in that case, I'll still have to get the Shiny Legends for Pokemon Legends Arceus from Pokemon Sword and Shield. So lots to think about. It depends on what Pokemon they put in Scarlet and Violet, which ones can be legendary or can be shiny. Legendaries, of course. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, no spoilers in the chat, you guys. That's not nice. Nobody wants spoilers. And if they wanted them, they could easily go look them up. So there's no point to post them. It's not like you're the New York Times breaking the news or something like that. And if people want to know spoilers, they know exactly where to go to find them, and they'll go to those sources and they'll look at the spoilers. So, yep, there's no point. People are streaming the game on TikTok. I don't know. I heard people were streaming the game. I haven't looked into it. I have heard that a little bit. I need to actually buy the game. That's what I need to do. Need to purchase the game. Get it downloaded on my console so it's just sitting there and I can look at it. They're live streaming it on YouTube. I would think that Nintendo would be serving takedown requests, but I mean, who knows? I mean, isn't that the first time that that's happened in a couple of generations? I don't remember that happening on Sword and Shield. And I don't remember that happening on other Switch games. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't even read the comments on official social media posts because there's so many spoilers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's dangerous. I read the Cerebi comments sometimes and stuff slips in there. If I watch videos, there'll be, official videos, there'll be comments and stuff slips in there. And people post spoilers in such a, I don't know, it's like a hateful way. It's like they know people don't want spoilers and they post them just so that, they can do something that they know somebody didn't like. It's very sadistic. It's like, come on, you guys. But yeah. I mean, I'm not I've actually seen some spoilers. I'm not mad about it, but I know that there's people who don't want to see them, so I've come across a few things. I think I come across them so quick that I actually forget them half the time. So I couldn't even name like a spoiler for you if I wanted to. But yeah, I found out like what accounts pretty much. Like some people are so addicted to just like being first. They're like, I gotta break the news. It's like a creator syndrome, you know. They're like, I gotta be first. So of course, when everything, you know, when anything leaks, or there's spoilers or anything, they're like, I gotta post it as fast as possible because they want to get all the views or whatever. And sure, I get it, whatever. But I have to unfollow all those people. Like, I just unfollow them. Period. So yeah, but I do like to follow Sarah B. Sarah B has really good Pokemon updates. There's a few that I follow. Pokejungle's really good. Although I think I turned off tweet notifications for Pokejungle because they're doing a lot of like sponsored stuff, which I love that. You know, make that money. But I just, at a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm getting too many sponsored posts. Like, I don't need to get tweet notifications on sponsored posts. But I do like Pokejungle. They're really good too. Yeah, Azure, yeah. Don't really follow anyone that will spoil me. Same here. I mean, I don't follow that many people. And I don't really follow, like, other YouTubers, or not too much anyway. There's a few that I follow out of respect, like Lachlan, Laserbeam. Some of them that I'm like, I was subscribed to you for a long time. I'll continue to follow your Twitter. And I think I'm still subscribed to their channel. I just don't get the notifications. Because it's like some people, you're like, I'm subscribed, you know? Like, I'll follow. I'm not going to unfollow you. I just basically don't have the urge to unfollow. The home feed shows people you don't even follow. Oh, on Facebook? Yeah, I don't actually use Facebook at all. I have to use it for work now. And it's funny. Because I don't use Facebook, like, at all. I totally gave up on Facebook 100%. Long time ago, too. I still use Twitter so I can get notifications on, you know, Pokemon stuff from Sarah B. If it wasn't for Sarah B, I probably would not use Twitter. And of course, I have my Instagram, which is my biggest social media page. It has like 58,000 followers, and I do absolutely nothing with it. I need to get like a tool where you can actually manage social media like all at once. Because then I would probably do it effectively, but sitting and posting on like 4 different platforms is just like I'm not going to do it. Even though I have all of them and they have large followers. And I should do it. I know I should do it, but it's like I put so much work into the channel to have to go and do like social media on top of it. But yeah, Facebook I gave up on a long time ago, like a really long time ago. I think Facebook was one of the first social medias I gave up on, and then I started to give up on other ones too. Because it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of valuable time. I'd rather be editing videos or watching movies with wifey or doing something, you know, going for a walk outside, listen to the birds chirp, anything other than sit and spend time on social media. But yeah, that's just me. That's just me. I also did it for a living for a very long time, so I like really burned myself out by doing it for a living. Once you work on something, you really don't want to like touch it anymore. That's the hard part about working in and with and around social media. It's like you don't even want to do it anymore. Amal, you think that I post those stream notifications every day? No, I know you don't think that. No, I don't. I use an automation service called If This Then That. It's IFTTT. If This Then That. It's actually a really cool platform that can help you automate a lot of things. Now, some stuff shouldn't be automated, but some stuff should be automated. And if you can automate it, it's just really handy. I also have a button on my Stream Deck that can post a tweet. If I push this button on my Stream Deck, which I did just push, it'll post a tweet. Have you guys seen a Stream Deck? Can I get this thing over here? How long is this cord? Have you guys seen a Stream Deck before? I don't know. Can you guys see this thing? My cord is not long enough to actually get this thing on the stream, but it's like a little series of buttons and you can push them and they do like tasks on the computer, and you can set it up to like post tweets for you or mute your microphone and your stream software or launch a program on your computer. Like I launched my stream software and my camera equipment that way. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I've got the small one. I don't really have that much of a use for the big one, so I didn't want to spend the big money. Because I figured I would probably get it and barely use it. And I do barely use it. But the few things I use it for are like, I live by those things now. I also have all of my soundboard on there. So here, I'll show you guys. I don't know, this is really hard to show off. I love this dang thing. This is like one of the coolest pieces of equipment you can get for YouTubers. Oh no, I missed. What have I done? Wow, that was... Well, anyway, I wish I could show you guys. Anyway, it's how I do my, it's got the soundboard. 2088. What a shiny hunt. What a shiny hunt indeed. This one's rough. Which one are you guys getting, Scarlet or Violet? I may end up getting both. I wonder if there's actually going to be differences in the storyline to where, like, actually making a guide for both games would be necessary. Or, like, you know, because... like, if you play Sword and Shield, you don't need a guide for Sword and a guide for Shield. Like, the games are the same, they just have different Pokemon in them. Same thing with, you know, Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. But I do wonder if there's going to be enough differences to where you need totally separate guides for the games. I don't think so. There's really no precedent for that. But I do kind of wonder, although there's no reason to wonder. Because it's not likely, but I do kind of wonder. Hey, Isaiah! Thanks for the dollar, make ya holla! Yo, thank you. First donor of the stream. Appreciate that. Big time. Yeah, it's true. Sword Shield have different gym leaders in them, but that's not enough to require you to make a whole different walkthrough for the whole game. You know. Like on the episode where you deal with those gym leaders, you just say, okay, here's what you do in Sword and here's what you do in Shield. But it's just like one episode of difference. That's why I don't think they'll be so different to where you would need like whole separate guides. Like an entire guide for Violet and an entire guide. Which kind of makes me wonder if I should buy both games. I don't think I'd... like, I just wonder if I'll need both games to make all the content that I want to make. That's pretty much my big question. Like, do I need both games, or can I just buy one game and make everything that I would reasonably want or need to make in terms of like videos that I want to make? So we'll see. I don't know. I'm tempted to buy the game and just play the whole game in like one sitting, like as fast as possible. you know, and just like do a recording and then, you know, chop that up into episodes and do like a, you know, guide. And then also have my live stream series 2 on a different save file, which is what I did with Legends Arceus. And it worked out pretty well for me, but it took me a long time to actually do that. And if I would have done it quicker, I probably would have got more views on my videos. So I don't know. I just don't know. Lots to think about. We'll see. Amal, which game are you talking about that needs to get finished? So Amal, you think we'll need to complete the game quickly to do the max raid events? Yeah, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about it, but it is interesting. You could be right. I guess we'll see. Yeah, what part of me wants to, like, if I'm gonna speedrun, I may as well just, you know, I may as well just live stream it. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Much to think about. I don't even know how fast you could speedrun the game. That's the thing. I don't know if you could even sit down and do it in one sitting. I mean, I know I couldn't. It'll take me multiple sittings. But, I mean, at least they'll be enjoyable sittings. And I'll have some days off to do it. Yeah, I mean, I honestly might just do that. I might just get the game on my second account, run the whole game start to finish, but then on my live stream, just, you know, hang out with you guys and do what we want to do for fun. It's actually not a bad idea, because I'll have such a better understanding of the game, like, so much quicker. And then I can rush the game on one account and then take my time on the other account like I always do. And sometimes when I do my Let's Plays, I'm very confused the whole time. I don't know. Does that happen for you guys? Like, the whole first time you play the game, it's just very confusing. Not like you're confused, but you just don't know what's coming, and you don't know, you know, sometimes it's hard to figure out, like, what stage am I on or what level am I on. But then after you've played it once and you play it the second time, it's like you have a full command of what's gonna happen. I felt that way about Pokemon Legends Arceus especially. And I feel like Scarlet and Violet is going to be most like Legends Arceus in the way that you kind of navigate through the world and complete the game. Although Legends Arceus was somewhat linear because you would unlock each new area, so you couldn't unlock one area before, you know, you couldn't like go straight to Alabaster Icelands and skip, you know, Obsidian Fieldlands or something like that. So it was somewhat linear in that regard. And we know that Scarlet and Violet won't be like that, because you can go in whatever order you want to a certain extent. So we'll see, we'll see. There'll be lots to see for sure. Hey, just Julian, thanks for being a member for 8 months. I really appreciate that. Julian got the free membership from I Told You the other day. And he's using his old Just Julian account. I like to see it. Haven't seen that account in a while. Yeah, open world's gonna be cool. The first open world game that I played was Final Fantasy VII, but it does have some like you don't start in the open. I guess it's not a true open world game. It's like an overworld game. But you don't start in the open world, and then you eventually like expand to it. It's not an open world game like Scarlet Violet's gonna be though. So that'll be interesting. Like yeah, I think the closest thing that I ever played to like a true open world game is the Zelda game on N64. And I don't even know if that was a purist, like, true open world game, but it's like the closest thing that I've ever played. And there's really not even that many games that are like that, where it's just one big open world. There's not too many. But yeah, I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I did play its predecessor, so to speak. What was the N64 one? With Hyrule Field, that was such a good game. The soundtrack for that game will live on forever. Yeah, is that one a true open world game? I wasn't sure because it's been so long. Oh yeah, Ocarina of Time. Yeah, Ocarina of Time, such a good game. I'm pretty sure that I had a guide for that game, or I had access to like the very, very early internet. I remember knowing a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily know unless you like had the internet or just had like a volume of information about the game. Like I learned how you can like attack chickens and they would all come after you. There's like little Easter eggs in the game and like how to find certain things. Or maybe, I don't know, I might have been really good at video games and just figured it out. I feel like ever since the internet came out, like people aren't as good at video games as we used to be when we were kids because you had to figure everything out. Unless you're like Azure and you actually called the Nintendo hotline for like 99 cents a minute or whatever it was. But I never did that. I always find that story funny. But yeah, Ocarina of Time was like possibly one of the best games of all time at the time that it came out. In fact, it probably was the best game of all time at the time that it came out. Like universally, everyone would just agree. Well, pretty much. Although there's a, I forget if that was before Halo. I think that was before Halo. That was before the Xbox days. I will see if I'm able to donate 500. Yeah, Isaiah, do it. You'll have to donate $5.99 because you donated $1 earlier, so you can only donate 500 in a whole day. Dude, you guys, if there's gonna be multiplayer on 007 when that comes out, we gotta pick a night and play it. We gotta pick a night. And if not, then I'm gonna play the single player. And maybe actually we'll do the single player and do a little bit of multiplayer at the end or something like that. Like I'll try and beat a level every night and then we'll play multiplayer afterwards or something like that. Because I'm just saying, we gotta play 007, you guys. It's such a nostalgic throwback. It was like one of the best games of its time. It pretty much launched like the whole first-person shooter genre. I mean, debatable, but it was one of the highest quality first-person shooters to like ever be released at that time. It like projected it to a whole new audience, including myself. I had never played anything like that. Aside from like Doom. Yeah, GoldenEye. GoldenEye 007, N64. There's a few non-Pokemon games that I want to play that are coming up. And it is very motivating. I want to find time to work on those. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I do want to find that time and do it. So maybe put together some weekend streams, or maybe dedicate one night per week to just like non-Pokemon games, and then, you know, run through them as we are able to. I don't know. I don't know. Gotta find some time somewhere, upload some cool content. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm curious because it's a really old game. I don't know. It might be like playing Final Fantasy VII when we did that. We might just get like 15 people watching, and that's just pretty much it. We'll see. But I do want to play either way. But yeah, there's also Crisis Core, the Final Fantasy VII spin-off game. I really want to play that. Like, really bad. Man, is this thing ever going to shine? And then, this is random, but there's that Pharaoh game. You guys remember the Pharaoh game? The only reason I played that game is because they're remaking it, and they're gonna have a new version with better graphics and everything, and that can play on like higher resolution monitors and all that. And I want to play the new ones, so I was thinking about running through that on my own time, and then doing an upload series. And that I actually would really like to do. In fact, I would like to do an upload series on the old game as well as the new game. But I haven't really been able to find the time to make all the videos for the old game. Even though I live streamed it, it's like I'm a completionist, so if I'm not going to complete my live stream series, then I want to start over from the beginning and do like a how-to series for the whole game. And it's a lot of levels, and they take a long time to beat, and sometimes you fail and you got to start over, and that's rough. So yeah. But I do love playing that game, so I would thoroughly enjoy it. We'll see. Yeah, this hunt has been going on for a while. It's true, Starfall. It's true. It's alright, though. Just takes time. It's a full odds hunt. I knew it could take this long and even longer, so. YouTube is so weird. It takes like a solid hour before it finally starts to, like, before people finally start to trickle in. I don't know. Maybe it's just natural. I always think YouTube isn't giving out the notification or something like that, but maybe. Who knows? But I did take some motivation for this stream from Mego Dynamite, because Mego Dynamite has been steadfast hunting for that shiny Sharpedo that she never got in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I really want to see her get that shiny Sharpedo, because I love pink shiny Sharpedo, and it's going to be fun when she finally gets it. So I was like, you know, if Mego can hunt her shiny Sharpedo and stay on the task, I'm going to stay on my Arceus as well. By golly. So yeah, Mego was my inspiration. Shout out to Jaden. Hello, hello. But yeah, Mego is still hunting for that pink Sharpedo. And I gotta show some respect for that because she's been hunting that thing for a while. It's been like 2 years. I like Sword and Shield, but like a regular, just wild shiny hunt with the shiny charm shouldn't take you 2 years. That's crazy. But she's been on and off. It's not like she's been doing it nonstop for 2 years. But I asked her that the other night, and she's like, yeah, it has been 2 years. I was like, oh my god. Can't believe it. So crazy. Hey, shout out to Porygon Z. Shout out to Isaiah Harms. Thanks for the dono. See you later, bro. Your Switch broke? Bro, we were just talking about this the other night. Wait, did it like break like physically, or did it break like it won't turn on anymore? Did you take it in the bathtub? I'm kidding. I shouldn't joke. If a Switch really broke, that's like devastating. I mean, you can recover your save data. Don't throw it in the garbage. You can recover your save data. You might have to send it to Nintendo, but it can be done. They have a... It won't charge. I mean, have you tried a different charger? It may not be fully broken. Yeah, try different everything. Different wall socket, different charger. All of that. I've had my Switch for so long that sometimes I worry if it's going to break. I wonder if I should get a new one and transfer my save data just to be safe. But I mean, it still runs like a champ. I can't imagine why it would go bad. All it does is sit on my dock. Although, remember there for a while where Pokemon Legends Arceus like crashed a couple of times and it was like unexplained? And my console was like pretty hot. Although I wonder if it was overheating. That was in my last place and it hasn't happened again since I moved. And I think it's just because that room was getting hot. I don't know. The stream is super quiet for you? It's probably just because I'm like kind of quiet tonight and I'm a little bit far from my microphone. Yeah, you baby the heck out of yours. Me too, Eevee Queen. Exactly. Yeah, I sometimes like I'll have it very rarely, but I'll have it like with me on the couch, for example. I might want to get a whole bunch of XP on a certain Pokemon, so I'll just grind it on the couch. I did that the other night. And then I'll set it on the coffee table, and I'm like, no. Wifey might accidentally knock it off the coffee table. She's not used to having something so expensive and so sensitive on the coffee table. Can't risk it, so I'll like go put it back on the dock. I totally do that. Like, I won't leave it unattended. And we don't even have kids or a dog or anything, but I'm like, on the off chance that wifey did break it, I'd be so upset. Like, I just would never want it to even be possible. So yeah, I go put it away if I'm not like holding it in my hands. I won't set it down on like the couch or anything because I might sit on it. I have like a whole list of rules. Like, it's crazy. I won't take it with me on a flight. I would love to have my Switch on a flight. Oh my goodness. It would be way better. Flights are so boring. But it's just too risky. I don't want to... There's just so many ways it could get lost or damaged. Can't do it. Kevin McDonald's staff member? What? Is that a reference to a show? Saving to buy a new DS so I can check my Pokemon save files. I guess that makes sense. See, I got the GameCube that you can play Game Boy games on. And it can play all the way up to like Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color or whatever. Although like the new ones before you get to the DS, I'm pretty sure. But then I don't think I can take those DS games and pop them into my GameCube player and they'll play. So it'd be cool if there was some kind of hardware solution where you could actually get like a similar setup and play the DS games, because then I would buy something like that. But Nintendo, let's see, after the GameCube they did the Wii, and I wouldn't expect to see anything like that on the Wii. And then after that, wait, didn't they do like a Wii U? And then it was the Switch, right? I feel like Switch came after that, but I don't know. I didn't buy the Wii. I didn't buy Nintendo consoles just for like a really brief time period. The Wii U, and the Switch. Oh, I was right. I was kind of just guessing, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Well, I wasn't actually that sure. I'm gonna try to get the Eevee limited edition 3DS that you can only get in Japan. Oh, cool. Eevee Queen, there's some cool websites where you can get stuff that's like from Japan. And sometimes they have good deals on stuff like that. That's where I got the Eevee Tamagotchi that you told me about. I still have both of those brand new. I've never taken them out of the packaging. I was gonna do a little mini series, like a short series. That's why I bought those, to do a short series on them, but I never took them out of the packaging. So they're still brand new. It's so funny. Once I realized that they're written in Japanese and I won't be able to read it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be really hard. You found it on eBay? Hey, there you go. Yeah, that works too. Yeah, my problem is I like to buy all that like rare collectible stuff, and I'm like, ooh, this will be worth so much money one day. I'll never take it out of the packaging. But like, I don't even have an eBay account. Like, I never sell it, so I just have like this random like really expensive like toys and things like that, and it's like, why do I have these? Hey, shout out to Lewis's Adventures. Lewis, I saw you posted the interview. That's really cool, man. Oh, did you guys see that Pokemon Home did a banwave today? Pokemon Home banned hackers. I actually don't know exactly what they banned for. I retweeted it and I still don't understand it. But yeah, they banned people who have like modified save files that have Pokemon they're not supposed to have and things like that. Yeah, Banhammer from the Pokemon Company to Pokemon Home. So there's your drama alert for the day. But yeah, I did not expect to see anything like that this morning when I checked on Cerebi, you know what I mean? I didn't. I've been trying to use up this, I've been trying to use up this chapstick. And it's just lasting forever. I've had it for so long. And I just want to use it up, but I can't use enough of it. But I do have really chapped lips. Paragonzi, your birthday is in 7 days? Well, happy week early birthday. Some people probably got banned for having traded hacked Pokemon, and they don't even know. No, that's not the case, Julian. You should read the update. It's really interesting. But those people did not get banned. It was mostly related to having modified save files. Because they want to ban the source of the hacked Pokemon. Not, you know, the victims of the hacked Pokemon, which are just regular everyday players who wouldn't know. But yeah, they specifically covered that use case, and they made a whole announcement and update about it from the Pokemon Company or whatever official body made the announcement. Oops. And they specifically mentioned that use case and said those people aren't going to have any trouble. But I wish that there was a way that they could delete all those Pokemon. Like, if they came from an account that got deleted, then it should delete those Pokemon too. Like, if it has their original trainer on them or something. But I don't know. I guess if they're hacking Pokemon, they can put whatever original trainer they want on it, so it doesn't really matter what account it came from. I don't know. Tricky stuff. I don't hack my game, and I never have, so I don't know really that much about it. But I know that there's hackers out there. Oh, so some people will get a temp ban, PokeGeek? Interesting. Yeah, I admit I kind of skimmed the update, and I don't have a full understanding of it because I know it's not going to affect me. I don't have any Pokemon like that, so I'm like, don't care. I'm not getting banned, so I literally don't care. But I did retweet it because it's kind of like breaking news in the Pokemon community, and a few people do follow me, so I figured they'd want to see it. So I gave the dutiful retweet, and somebody had responded to the Cerebi tweet with the actual post, and I was able to read it, so I retweeted that one too. That was a pretty good call on their part, because it was easier just to read their post than to go click through to the Cerebi website, which I pretty much never ever do. Unless I really need those extra details. Why do I get anime ads on Jono's channel? Well, there's a complex system of how people get ads, and it really has to do with your spending habits. And then it also has to do with like what advertisers are actually putting ads into the system. So like there's probably Christmas ads out there right now, but they're giving those to people who they know spend a lot more money, and you know, like they know what you do for a living. They know how you spend your money. They know, you know, how often you buy things online and what you bought online, and all that information goes into a big algorithm that helps them determine what ad to give you and how valuable you are as a customer or whatever. But yeah, that's weird, Amal. That's weird. Thanks for not blocking the ads, I guess. I don't even really want to mention it because I don't want to give people the idea, but I appreciate that you get the ads. If I was going to give you a Christmas present, Amal, I would give you Pokemon Premium so you don't have to see the ads. I mean, I'm just guessing, but probably most of the reason why they give you those ads is based on, you know, the game that I'm playing is a Pokemon game, and the advertisers have said we get better results when we show this ad on Pokemon streams. So, and they probably don't have that much data on you, Amal. I'm just guessing. Did I say Pokemon Premium? If I did, I definitely meant to say YouTube Premium. Did I really say Pokemon Premium? Yeah, like I make a lot of big online purchases. Like I just bought like a $700 playset for my niece, for her for my brother's backyard for her to play in, and he said he was gonna split it with me. And conveniently, every time we talk since then, he hasn't brought it up. I'm like, so you're gonna send me like half of this, you know, basically $800 playset that I just shelled out for, because you said you would. Anyway, gotta mention that to him. But anyway, you know, when you go to a website like that and make a purchase like that, they track you, you know, like they know who you are. They know a lot about you, and they track you, and they sell that data to other advertisers, and that's just the way of the world now. And, you know, all that data gets aggregated to a certain extent and helps feed the ad algorithm that determines what ads you get. It's crazy though, right? Super crazy. Sometimes I've like watched things on the TV and then I get ads for it later, and I'm like, do they hear the TV? But I don't have like an Amazon Alexa or like the voice feature turned on my phone, so I feel like I don't get as much of like the listening, because they do a lot of listening. That's real. It's not just paranoia. I mean, that's just real. If you have an Alexa or whatever, it listens to you. But I don't have a lot of those features turned on because I don't really need or like that feature. It doesn't, you know, serve me in any way, so I just turn it off. So yeah, I haven't had that weird experience where like something was said in the room and then suddenly I'm getting ads for that thing immediately. I've heard of people who had that experience, but I don't use any of the voice features. But wifey does, so I'm sure I'm getting picked up on hers. Don't give Nintendo ideas, I know, right? Seriously. Honestly, this stuff is more common than you would think. I know, especially because I work in marketing and digital marketing, but yeah, it's a lot more common than you would think. It's pretty much just like par for the course for like everything online now. Especially retail. Yeah, you've had that experience, Maul. Yeah, it's creepy when it happens. I think I've had it, but not in a while. Or at least I didn't notice if it has happened to me in a while. But yeah. I have Google Home Minis. Yeah, that's interesting. Get random ads. Yeah, I get really targeted ads for websites I've already been to that I know are retargeting me. Some of them retarget me for like years afterwards. And I'm just like, guys, do you really think I'm going to convert like this far down the line? But I think they just have really big budgets, and they're just... That's just how it works when your pockets are deep for like I get Adobe ads all the time, and I'm like, guys, I'm already an Adobe customer. Maybe that's why I get the ads. They're retargeting me. Keeping my brand loyalty up. I don't know. $2,115 for our shiny count. Not bad. Closing in on full odds is all I see right now. Definitely closing in. Hey, shout out to Jade Magpie. Yep, over halfway there, exactly, Scout Melon. I mean, I guess we could get it in the 2,000 to 3,000 range. I got about a 25% chance for it to happen, and maybe a little bit better than that because we already put 2,000 behind us. Statistically, I think the odds get better the further you go. I always find it questionable when people are like, I did 38,000 resets. on my full odds shiny hunt. I'm like, dude, unless it's full odds at 8,196, then like I just find that really hard to believe. Can you guess my least favorite Pokemon? Oh, this hint, it starts with Pika. It's definitely Zubat. I'm positive. And also, I'm a really good guesser, so I know. It's gotta be Zubat. Miltank. Oh, good guess. You love Zubat? Oh, man. See, I told you I'm a really good guesser. I knew you were going to say that. That's why I said Zubat. You hate Pikachu? Oh, no, come on. What about Duraludon? You like Duraludon? Pretty cool. Pretty cool Duraludon. That's from the Sitting Cuties plush set. I should take off the tag, but I always leave my tags on. Pikachu got Porygon banned. Yeah, Lewis was talking about that on our interview. Lewis is talking about that. And I know you mentioned it before, which is how I knew about it. So is Pikachu bad? Or is it just Pikachu? Is it the combination of Pikachu and Porygon that is bad? Oh, it was Team Rocket. You know, it's always Team Rocket. Isn't it, though? Yeah, it'd be cool to see a region based off of India. Dude, I hope they do it. There's a lot of cool regions that would be really cool. This is random, but I just found out today that the new Wakanda movie is going to have like a Mayan, like Mexican kind of like influence with some of the people that are in the movie. I was watching Entertainment Tonight. Let's go. Catching up on the latest entertainment news. But yes, I thought that was really awesome, and it'd be cool if they did like a Mayan Mexican region as well. Or even like a South American, you know, further down south kind of region, like Brazil or something. But like, yeah, India would be the best of the best. As long as they did it well, and I'm sure they would. Do I think I'll get Shiny Arceus before Scarlet and Violet release? I hope so, Squeebers. I hope so, so bad. I really hope so. I mean, that's why I'm doing it tonight. I didn't want to do it. I want to play Massive Mass Outbreaks and finish up my, you know, as many Shiny Living Dex entries as I can before Scarlet and Violet comes out, and nobody wants to watch those videos like whatsoever. But here I am stuck on this hunt, but I may just have to you know, stream as hard as I can to get this Arceus before Scarlet and Violet comes out. But all that work just to get one shiny Pokemon. I mean, this Shiny Living Dex is going to be tough. We already know that. I should pick one night per week and do Heatran. Just to continue with... But I don't think anyone's going to want to play Heatran Dynamax Adventures at a certain point. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to do Dynamax Adventures after Scarlet and Violet comes out, nobody's going to want to do that with me. I'm not going to have a squad. So then, I don't know. Maybe there'll be some shiny hunting opportunities for legendaries in Scarlet and Violet. I got my fingers crossed for that. That's kind of like the one saving grace. But then, might have to hunt them 2 times. Depending on if I want those shiny legendaries in Scarlet and Violet as well. So we'll see. Although I'm really hoping, you guys, really hoping that we get a way to encounter shiny Enamorus. Because I actually didn't know that shiny Enamorus was introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I didn't understand they basically created a new legendary for that game. Which is awesome and crazy. Anyway, that's what I was told by the live stream chat. I still find it like hard to believe, but that's what I was told. Can you guess my favorite shiny Eevee evolution? Vaporeon. If Amal says it's new, it's new. Because Amal knows things. The correct answer is all Eevee evolutions. Yes. It's simple. Just go to an Arceus massive mass outbreak. Of course, of course. Why didn't I think of that? So simple. Oh, you guys, the YouTube creator who's merched this that I'm wearing, they commented my stream. The one where I was wearing the shirt. I told them I was wearing the shirt on my live stream, and I guess they went to go see. Because they wanted to see their merch, and it's probably like the first time that they got to see it, so they actually went and looked at the stream, and they commented, and I found their comment, like, you know, deep in my comments. I always go through my comments and respond. And I was like, oh my god, there they are. They actually commented. They actually watched my channel. That's crazy. They're not like the biggest creator, but they're making the kind of content that can get millions and millions of views. So they will be a very large creator soon enough. And their style of making videos and the actual like historical and scientific content is really valuable. The channel is called History for Granite, but granite is spelled like the name of the rock, Granite. History for Granite. It's all about the ancient pyramids in Egypt, and you guys know I'm obsessed with all that. But yeah, pretty good channel. I had to order the shirt in purple because you guys know. That's why I'm getting Pokemon Violet. Because purple's my color. I like that color. I'd rather find shinies in the wild than MMO. Yeah, I agree. With MMOs, I was talking about this on Lewis's interview that he did, which is on his channel, by the way. With MMOs, it's like you kind of know what shinies you're going to get. It's not really as random because, you know, you go to the MMO and it's like, well, now I'm getting a horde of this Pokemon, so I'm pretty much expecting to get a shiny Pokemon. If I don't get one, then that's really like more surprising than when I do get one. And that's a key difference than Pokemon Let's Go, where the shiny is always fairly random. Because you don't know when it's going to spawn, and it could take any amount of time, so it's a real true surprise when it happens. Even if it happens frequently, you're still really surprised. But then Legends Arceus, it's like, well, I'm going to see a horde of like 16 of these Pokemon here in the next, you know, 3 minutes. Yeah, random shiny alphas are the most exciting and rare. I should have done what you did, Azure. I should have. The more I look back, it's like hindsight is always 20/20. I should have done shiny alphas, just like Azure is doing. Gone for, you know, certain targets, knowing what I have and what I don't have. Going for the static alphas. But yeah. Hindsight is always 20/20. And plus, I know how much work Azure has put into getting those. I'm not sure if I even... Like, if I was doing the shiny alphas, I probably wouldn't have as many as he has, just based on the difference in the amount of time we played. I know he's played more than me. Quite a bit more. But that's alright. I always play at my own pace. I play on the live stream. I don't really play that much off camera, so I just play at my own pace. Even though I get less game time in, you know, at least you guys get to see it. Because a lot of YouTubers that I watch, they're always posting like, oh, I got this shiny off camera because I just wanted to do a couple of resets. And I'm like, nope, I'll never do that. Only on camera. You got Shalfa and Fernape, Senchu. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Hey, shout out to Squeebers. Thank you for watching. $21.26. Man. Hey, Boogandad TV got a shiny Krabby. Nice. Krabby's so funny because it walks sideways. That's a fun one. You guys remember when I hunted shiny Dragonair just to hunt it because I wanted to hunt it again for no reason? I forget how long ago that was. It feels like it was a really long time ago, but it probably wasn't. But it was after I had already done my Shiny Living Dex and all that, and I was just like, I want to hunt shiny Dragonair for no reason. Dude, I continue to get so many views on my Pokemon Quest content, and I'm really thinking about coming up with a list of ideas for Pokemon Quest and actually doing Pokemon Quest. Yeah, I could be pumping out like so much more content because there's actual games that I really want to play. But it's weird to me how many views I get on Pokemon Quest. And I'm just like, dude, these videos are so old. But it's a free Pokemon game. Like, it's never gonna dry up for views because it's a free Pokemon game. People type in Pokemon in the App Store and it comes up and it's free, and they're like, sweet, you know, like kids will download it until eternity. So yeah, I should make some more videos for it. If you guys see a Pokemon Quest video from me in the near future, don't be surprised. But I just don't know. I don't know. I guess I could do like a million how-to videos, like how to get this Pokemon, how to get that Pokemon. Those are the ones that get a lot of views because people are looking up recipes for different Pokemon. Elegant, you're looking for Shiny Alpha Heracross? Well, good luck. That's one of the ones I actually want to get from the Static Alpha as well. Are you using the catch and rest method from my video? Because that's a fast method. I like that method. How did I get 150k subs? By uploading daily and chasing down YouTube trends and putting in like 8 hours a day on my channel for like 5 years straight. And by having videos that got 1 million views. If you check my channel homepage, I do have quite a few videos that are over 1 million views now. It's actually kind of shocking to me. And I mean, what can I say? Sometimes you get a video that takes off, sometimes you do it right. Not all the time, but sometimes. Some of those videos I uploaded and I had no idea they would ever get 1 million views. And some of those videos I uploaded and I was like, I'm making this video specifically to get a 1 million views. And then when it actually happens, it's like, ooh, wow. Can't believe I actually pulled that off. But it's hard to predict which ones are actually going to work out. And it really does come down to the quality a lot of times. Hey, shout out to Arna. Good to see you out there. Shout out to Michael Haddad. Shout out to J Master Latiwebs. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just shiny hunting. This is a full-on shiny hunt, and unfortunately, it's one of the more boring ones. So I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching with me. It's gonna be super fire when we get it, and Shiny Arceus is the ultimate payoff. But I mean, it's not the most riveting visual content, so I do try to keep it interesting with a little bit of casual conversation. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching and chatting with me because it helps me from going crazy doing this. I don't think I would shiny hunt if it wasn't for the live stream, honestly, because I mean, I can't imagine just sitting here doing this without like the live stream and hanging out with you guys. I guess I could, but I would like watch TV, you know, I would watch like a show or something like that. Like it makes, I guess I would probably watch another YouTuber doing their live stream shiny hunting like you guys do, honestly. I guess that's exactly what I would do. Come to think of it. So yeah, I guess I probably would shiny hunt. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, it's crazy. I never thought about it before. Yeah, I guess I would just watch I would just watch a YouTuber. That's so funny. But yeah, this is one of the hardest shiny hunts I've ever done. The hardest shiny hunt I ever did was shiny Kabuto in Pokemon Let's Go. And probably almost tied with that hunt was shiny Alolan Exeggutor in Pokemon Let's Go. Both full odds hunts that took me absolutely forever to finish. Forever. I mean, they took absolutely forever. It was insane. Oh, Amal, did you actually start doing Arceus? Yeah, it's awful shiny hunting without something else. Yeah, elegant, totally. Yeah, I was thinking there's no way I could do it, but then it's like, well, I'd probably just find whatever that something else is and do that. Like me and wifey like to watch a lot of shows, and sometimes it's hard to find enough time to watch the shows we want to watch because, you know, I have my stream every night. So we do try to watch our shows on the weekends just so we get some time together. But if I didn't do my stream, we would probably watch our shows, and then I would shiny hunt while we watch our shows. I really feel like sometimes the load screen takes longer than other times. I don't know. Just me? Maybe it's just because I'm paying attention sometimes and I'm not paying attention to it other times. It's probably the more likely answer. Boogan Dad TV still after Farfetch'd. That's a fun shiny hunt. It only spawns in like that one spot. So I know exactly where you are in Pokemon Let's Go, shiny hunting Farfetch'd. Are you gonna shiny hunt Cresselia too? Yeah, I am. For my Legends Arceus Shiny Living Dex. Yeah, I've got Shiny Living Dex in the title of this stream, but it's actually not a BDSP Shiny Living Dex. It's actually a Legends Arceus Shiny Living Dex, which probably everybody knows, but just in case you guys don't know. That's what I'm working on. So this Arceus will go over to Pokemon Home, assuming my account didn't get banned. No, I'm kidding. I don't think it did anyway. And then it will go over to Pokemon Legends Arceus, where it will stay permanently. But yeah, Scarlet Violet's coming out. Obviously, I haven't finished my Shiny Living Dex in Legends Arceus. Not even close. Still got a lot of legendaries to do, so we will have to work on those one way or another. I just don't know exactly what that way will be. I am hoping for Shiny Legends and Scarlet and Violet. We'll see what happens. But let's see. Maybe we'll get it tonight finally, or at least we'll push my shiny counter forward to the number when we finally do get it. Yeah, the way I figure it, there's a number where I'm going to get Shiny Arceus. I just don't know what that number is. So the faster I can advance my counter towards that number, the faster I'll get the Shiny Arceus, of course. So that's how I try to keep myself motivated and stay focused. It's like, well, my number could be 10 away right now. My number could be 1 away. I just got to keep on advancing that number, and there is a number where I'm going to get it. I just don't know what that number is until it happens. Sometimes when I'm on a super busy live stream, there'll be like spammers and the live stream mods don't do anything about it, which is really annoying. So I'll start blocking those people so their messages don't like spam up the chat. And it's crazy how the chat will actually go like normal, not on like a really big live stream, like on like a Nintendo, you know, live stream, or what do they call it when they announce the new games, but or like on a Pokemon, you know, one of those big live streams. But on just like a regular like big live stream where the chat is like semi-normal, but there's just like 10 accounts that are just posting like the maximum amount of messages that they can possibly post. And then once you actually block down like a decent amount of them, then you can actually enjoy the chat. But my stream isn't like that, obviously. But I have been known to block a bunch of accounts just so I can get the chat under control, so I can actually read what people say. I've had people block me for no reason. I think people come on and block the mods because they think that somehow they're like too smart for YouTube and the mods won't be able to moderate them. Yeah, Boogendad, why are you blocking random people? More importantly than that, why are you telling everybody that you're blocking random people? Like, what? Like, it's already random enough that you're blocking random people, but like, why do you feel the need to tell everyone? That's the real question. Let's psychoanalyze that one. Ah, Elegant said the same thing. Exactly. See, me and Elegant are like thinking the exact same thought here. Yeah, to cause discord in the chat, to get attention, which is working. Mary said, be nice, everyone in the chat. Yes, be nice. Eventually, Sage is going to block everyone until they have nobody to talk to. And then if I don't see their comment, then they'll just be alone. Sage is just on a blocking spree. All right, Sage, are you going to ban like all other 54 people watching the stream other than you? If you guys can still see Sage's comment, then they didn't block you. And I'm pretty sure they're not actually even blocking anybody. I know, Julian, how come so many people over the years have come on and beefed with Julian for no reason? I think it's because you have the coolest name and they're just jealous. What did Sage say? Anything else? Oh, they just said they blocked like every person who mentioned them. I still see his comment. I don't know, not for long, Boog. I blocked no one. All right, shout out to the Big Cheese. Big Cheese, you've been member on my channel for like over half a year. Did you change your name or something? People have beef with me all the time. I know, why does everybody beef with them all too? It's because you're always correcting people, Amal. They don't like it. They don't want to be corrected. They're not like me. I can totally handle it 85% of the time. I don't block people on the chat. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Amal's very factual. No nonsense. He's very by the book. Amal wrote the book. Well, when you know what you know, and you're sure of what you know, and you know that it's a fact, it's like, that's very strong, you know? I blocked Darna. Stop blocking everyone. Amal! Amal! Don't sink down to his level, Amal. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Now Amal blocked Sage. Trigger alert. Oh my god. That made me laugh really hard. Well, I mean, if you really feel the need to block him, Amal, that's one thing. But the real question is, why do you feel the need to tell everybody that you blocked him, Amal? No, I think it's funny, but don't be haters in the chat, especially you, Sage. Quit blocking people. And if you do feel the need to block people, that's fine, but you don't have to tell everybody about it. I blocked Jono. Elegant. I'm gonna block everybody. I found out the other day, this is random, but there's a difference between hiding you in my stream chat, which blocks you from commenting on my channel, and if I'm in somebody else's live chat and I block somebody, that's not the same as hiding them on my channel. I found that out in a weird way the other day. But what it does is make it to where I can't see their comments, but all you guys could see their comments. It happened to me with one of those bots. On somebody else's live stream, I blocked them, and then they were spamming my stream, and I couldn't see it because I had blocked them, so I couldn't see their comments on my own live stream. And my mods had to block them, which they always do, but I didn't even know that there was bots on the stream because I had blocked them on somebody else's stream, which was such a weird user experience for me. Because people are like, there's bots on the stream, and I was like, no. And then the mods were like, yeah, there are, and I was like, wait, what? I blocked everyone? Alright, good job, Sage. Now that you blocked everyone, you can stop talking about blocking people. If he blocked everyone, then how are people still chatting to him? Wait. I should ban blocking on... I should ban blocking. Anybody who blocks is banned. No, I'm kidding. Did I miss something? Just me doing like another 100 soft resets, probably. Shout out to Faithful. Shout out to Tidbit. Hi. Nice Easter Island Moai heads profile picture and emoji. Nice consistency there. I like that. You know, if you look up the history of Easter Island, the known history, it's pretty crazy. pretty crazy. There's like multiple tribes on the island, and they damaged the ecological resources so badly that they had massive population decline, and they even had cannibalism because they got so low on food. Yeah, bad stuff. But I didn't know that. I was watching a documentary about it the other day. But that's more like recent history. I want to know what was happening there like 5,000 years ago. Or like 10,000 years ago. What's going on Easter Island back then? I think it was probably bigger because the sea level was lower. So the island would have been further down. But yeah, pretty interesting. You know, your boy Jono is out here watching those history documentaries. Because I'm nerdy like that, and I got a lot of time to fill during the day while I'm working. Sometimes the history documentaries are too good, though, too distracting. It's got to be just the right amount of fluff to where I don't have to pay too close of attention like an actual history lesson. Thank you, Elegant, for the shiny luck. Stonehenge luck? Yes, can we please get some Stonehenge luck? Didn't I get a shiny and I was talking about Stonehenge one night? I swear that's a thing that happened. Maybe I'm having deja vu. Oh, maybe I'm about to get the shiny. Maybe I'm having future deja vu. Who knows? Oh, is that when I got the Turtwig? Yeah, it was. And that was a big shiny too. Yeah, the shiny Turtwig. Yeah, that's funny. I will make it to Stonehenge, mostly because it's in a country that I feel is safe to visit. There's so many ancient ruins that I want to go visit, but I just don't want to visit the country they're in because of security reasons. Because I'm just like a big safety buff. I want to live a long time, you know what I mean? Like, no risks. But there's a lot of pyramids in South America that I really want to see, so we'll see. Maybe one day. But in the meantime, I want to do stuff that's, you know, a little bit more tried and true, like a little safer. I always kind of go back and forth on Egypt. I know a lot of people visit the pyramids in Egypt, so I'm like, it's got to be safe enough, right? But a lot of people visit all the sites. But yeah, I would very much like to do the pyramids in Egypt. But it's tough because, I mean, I would pretty much have to spend like a year of my life there to feel like I really, really took it all in and went to every site that I want to go to. It would require a lot of travel, but I would totally do it. How is there a YouTube emoji I didn't know about? There's a bunch of them, Amal, that are from they're essentially from the YouTube gaming update. Like, YouTube gaming was like a really big push for a while, and that's why there's like a YouTube gaming emoji and a bunch of other like gaming related emojis. But I didn't know about that one. I've literally never seen that one. I'm sure that there's probably like a list of them somewhere. Yeah, I've never seen that one before. Isn't that crazy? Did you choose the best starter? Of course I did. He can't choose Squirtle, it's true. But I did choose Squirtle when I had the chance. So technically the answer is still yes. You can only get it by typing it out. Are you sure? I was just Googling it a little bit, but nothing came up. My power just went out. That was weird. Hang on a sec, you guys. I'm gonna go check on wifey. My battery backup saved the stream. Thank goodness. You good, bro? My battery kicked on. Yeah, and it killed my lights for a second. Did you guys see that? My power totally went out, but my battery kicked in. Is the stream still live, you guys? It is, right? I have everything that the stream needs plugged into my battery backup, and if the power fluctuates or goes out, then I don't lose internet. I don't lose my computer, my monitors, my TV, my Switch. Everything stays on, and I can hear it physically click onto the battery, which is why the stream stays live even with the power going out. But my lights are not on the battery, so those go out. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. All right, let's see about yeah, that didn't work for me. I think it was because mine was capitalized, maybe. Because it probably doesn't need to be capitalized. No, it doesn't work for me. Oh, I think you have to hit space. Hold on. Weirdly, one time when I pasted it, it actually... Weirdly, one time when I pasted it, it actually showed the emoji. Oh yeah, it worked that time for me. Whoa, I literally typed the same thing. Oh my god, this is such a weird... Are we all just like tripping over here? This is crazy. How come I've never seen this before? And how come it works sometimes? You guys can see that I literally typed it. Wait, how come it works sometimes and not other times? Wait, and it worked that time. I literally copied and pasted the same thing. Yo, you guys, this is weird. Okay, I may or may not have created a game over command. You used the wrong G? I did not, because I copied and pasted it. And it worked one time and it didn't work the other time. The alias you set this command to be does not exist? What? I've never seen this. Wait, what? Wait, it didn't take my text. Hold on, try it now. I literally copied and pasted it, and it works sometimes and it doesn't work other times. This is so weird. It has text in there. It says the alias you set this text to does not exist. Apparently Nightbot can't do the emoji. Wait, what? Oh, alias. Wait, what? Oh, I actually, hold on. Okay, try it now. Dude, that is so weird. I actually put the thing in the alias and I've never even used that alias, so I don't even know what it does. I put the thing in the wrong box. I put it in the wrong box, and that's why it was empty at first. Okay, that's weird. I basically did it wrong. Okay, well apparently Nightbot can't do it. Let's see if my Nightbot can do it the second time. Because sometimes it works for me and then sometimes it doesn't. Nightbot got the same thing I got. Nightbot can't do it either. Come on, Nightbot, you can do it. We believe in you, Nightbot. Nightbot, you can do it. I mean, I put the text in. I don't know what else I could do to make Nightbot be able to do it. Did I hit my counter? I don't know if I did. No, I did not. Okay, how come Nightbot can't do green game over? I don't know. The world may never know. I don't know. Nightbot can't do it. I tried it a couple of times and I couldn't do it, and then I could do it, which was weird. I wonder why Nightbot can't do it. We broke Nightbot. One of many times that we broke Nightbot, it's true. Shout out to A&A Productions. Although I guess the command is kind of useful because if you want the code to write the game over emoji, then Nightbot can give it to you and then you can copy and paste it so you can do it yourself. So I guess it does kind of have a use, right? Have you ever done something blindfolded? Bobbing for apples? Striking a piñata? Can't think of anything else. Quaxley. Quaxley. That was about the most random question I've heard all week. Yep, I do tend to get some random questions on this stream. Whenever we do soft resets, that's when the real random questions come out. It's better than, do you play Pokemon Go? I'll take it. Yeah, what starter are you guys picking in Scarlet and Violet? I'm on that Quaxley gang. You already know. If you guys use copy and paste, you can copy the emojis that you like from Amal's post. He did the YouTube gaming emoji, and I have no idea who that guy is. And he also did the Android sweating gumdrop emoji, which I don't even know how you got gumdrop emojis on. Unless it's one of the YouTube emojis, I'm not sure. YouTube does have some strange emojis that are like kind of hidden. The gummies, like why do they have 3 different gummy worms? That don't even make sense. And plus, like, why not Sour Patch Kids? It's a YouTube one? Oh, that makes sense. Because it's actually from Android too. But they deprecated the Android ones. They got rid of them because... like, Android used to have its own version of all the emojis, just like every, you know, platform does, but most of them look the same. But Android did this weird gumdrop version for like a long time, and then they just finally gave up on it and like quit doing it. But that's one of them from what it's actually kind of cute too. But they used to all be like that on Android. It was back when emojis were like vastly different. Now they're like more the same. That was back when there actually used to be a gun emoji and not just a squirt gun emoji. What's your next shiny hunt after Arceus? Probably Lechonk. Right? Charizard, Liberator, playing as Dawn. Nice. I just realized there wasn't a gun emoji anymore. Yeah, they took it away. Too violent. Some people may not know this, but there's actually a company called the Emoji Company, and they're the organization that adds new emojis and picks which, you know, concepts will get an emoji for them. And all the new emojis flow through them. So it's kind of interesting, like, what they've decided deserves an emoji. And then originally emoji came from Japan, so there's, you know, like the original standard set of emoji are like very uniquely Japanese. And there's a lot of really interesting Japanese emoji that don't make sense from a Western perspective. So yeah, I find emoji fascinating because it's like the stuff that gets an emoji and the stuff that doesn't get an emoji, and what has an emoji by now and what doesn't, and like how emojis change, like the gun emoji. It's just kind of funny. Like they have a merman emoji and a mermaid emoji, but they don't have a professional diver emoji. And there's an emoji for fishing, but not an emoji for ocean fishing. You'd think they could give us an alternate. Oh no, Julian, you know leaks? And not just the leaks in your squirt gun emoji? Oh no. Yeah, well, just keep in mind, nobody wants to know. Keep them to yourself. You're gonna beat the game and then hunt Lechonk? What if it takes you a month? I did a good job getting away from the leaks. Yeah. I've stayed away from them pretty much. I have seen a few. I wasn't too upset about it. Some of them were like, they said it was a leak, but it's not confirmed, so I don't know if it's real or not. But the stuff that came out more recently is like real leaks. Dude, my battery just cycled like 3 times. The heck is going on? Dude, my battery just cycled like 3 times. And my lights flickered like a tiny bit. I'm not going to be able to redo the shiny video in Scarlet and Violet. I'm going to have to get it right the first try. Oh, wow. Azur, do you go back and like re-record the shinies sometimes if they're, I guess if you don't get the quality of video that you want? Dude, my battery keeps on cycling. It's never cycled this many times. I wonder if there's unstable power right now. Wow, that's crazy, Azur. That's kind of cool, though. That's crazy and kind of cool. Yeah, I just take what I get. But I'm going to use that trick that you taught me to get them to face the camera for the shiny sparkle, because you probably noticed that all of mine are facing sideways, and that's just basically like the default. Oh my god, my battery is cycling so much, and it's like actually saying things. Why is this happening? It's really weirding me out that I'm streaming and my battery keeps on doing this. Maybe it's a Texas thing, because we do have a storm going through. Yeah, I'm really glad you told me about that, Azur. It took me a minute to understand what you were saying. I couldn't understand the way you were explaining it at first, but once we talked it through and I eliminated all the things that I thought it was, then I was like, oh, now I see what he's saying. I was wondering if you could just throw your Pokeball at your feet, because then you're already standing at it. Like if you just throw the Pokeball straight down, as long as the one that you want to encounter is the closest to you. But then I was like, I'll just do it the way he said it, because, you know, if it works, then I can do it. If you can do it consistently every time, then I'll just do it, you know. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. And it'll definitely improve the quality of my shiny thumbnails. Although it's interesting, because now that I know how to do it, like, all my thumbnails have had the shiny facing sideways, which I kind of actually like, because it looks like the trainer and the shiny are like facing each other. But now they'll all be, if I'm able to do it consistently, now they'll all be facing the camera. So it's just kind of funny. Like there'll be a marked change in my thumbnails if, you know, I'm able to consistently pull it off. What do you guys think of my new profile? Hey, did you go get the Bulbasaur from Pokemon Unite that has the Indian costume from like season 2 or 3 or whatever it was? Because that's what it looks like. It looks cool. 2,159, you guys. RIP to Amal's chain. Sorry, Amal. If you don't want it straight on, just run a bit closer and it'll be a slight angle. Oh, I kind of like the sound of that. Okay. And then we won't have like the exact same thumbnails. Although I guess they wouldn't be the exact same. Yeah, I like that. I guess I'll have to try it a little bit with some of the wild Pokemon that I encounter. And then just kind of see what I like. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Dude, I really want to binge watch every season of Yellowstone. We already got through season 1, but it took us a few days to do it. And I don't know if Wifey's down for that kind of binge watching. That's a lot. We usually don't binge watch that much. Like multiple seasons. I mean, we don't even do like a whole season at once. Basically, we should have started watching like a month ago if we wanted to be ready. And finishing season 4 by now. Shout out to Super Cubby, welcome back. Shout out to Elegant, got a shiny Chansey chain of 67 going right now, nice. Shout out to A&A Productions. Don't have the costume in game, but it looked cool, yep. That was one of my favorite costumes in the whole game that they did. And I actually like the costumes they do in Pokemon Unite. There's a lot of like creativity that goes into it that you don't see in other Pokemon franchise games. And it gave them a lot of opportunity to like explore different, you know, concepts through Pokemon. So I loved that season. That was a really good season for the rewards. I'm pretty sure I have that skin. Pretty sure. But yeah, I like Pokemon Unite, but people are just toxic. Even the few times when I played with like teammates, people just join your matches and like have no idea how to play, and yeah, quite frustrating. But you know, I tried to just have patience and be like, no matter how the match goes, I'll just have patience and have fun, but I just couldn't do it. I still kind of want to go back and play Pokemon Unite. I do. But a lot of people would come on the stream too and be like, you suck at this game. You don't even know how to play, bro. And then I would play with people who, like, in my live matches, and then they would come on my live stream and be like, you're an idiot. You don't know how to play the game. You did everything wrong in that last match. And I'm like, bro, you did everything wrong. I played perfect. I went for Zapdos at the end. You didn't even go for Zapdos. And they're like, everybody knows you don't go for Zapdos. And it's like, dude, everybody knows you do go for Zapdos. What are you talking about? You just give the enemy team free Zapdos? But people would literally say, like, mind-bending stuff like that. Like, dude, you clearly don't know how to play the game. Azure remembers. Azure remembers. Sometimes I think I want to go back, and then I'm like, nah. I'm just like, nah. I gave it a good try. I even quit one time and then went back. Because I was like, I can't just quit. I gotta have a good attitude. And it slowly beat me down again. But I was thinking the game's got to get better eventually. But the thing is, it's a free Pokemon game. So it's always going to have a certain amount of people who get that game because they can't get any other game because it's free. And then, you know, that's going to include children. A lot of children. I really think they should have charged like $30 for the game. Just flat out, $30. It would have cleaned up so much. Because so many people would have been like, nah, I'm not going to buy that game for $30. I'll get a different game. Got bored of Unite? Yeah. I guess you could say I got bored of it. It certainly wasn't entertaining me. It was like doing the opposite of that. Although it's crazy, the matches were kind of addictive. Like, I would love to play another match every time. which is a sign of a good game. You wanna have the urge to get into the next match as soon as the match you're in is over, just like Fortnite. But I do kind of miss ranked pushing. I used to do ranked pushing in Clash of Clans, and I was really about it. Trophy pushing, oh my goodness, dude. Clash of Clans was like the ultimate trophy pushing game. It was so satisfying to push trophies in Clash of Clans. So satisfying. Oh, so good. But yeah, Pokemon Unite, it just wasn't right. Even though I was doing everything, trophy pushing, getting to the top leagues, all that stuff, it just wasn't right. I played a board game style Pokemon mobile game. It's not around anymore. Yeah, we talked about this the other night. It was Pokemon Duel. It took us forever to remember which game that was. When they got rid of Pokemon Duel, like deprecated it and like discontinued it, I was like, oh my goodness, dude, it was like devastating. I didn't play the game as much as I had like wished I did. And then I realized like I had kind of taken it for granted and I should have played it more. But yeah, I do kind of miss Unite. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of miss it. Yeah, Pokemon Duel. It took us forever to think of that the other night. I think Amal had to Google it. Just gotta stay focused. Shiny Arceus could be right around the corner. I'm gonna stay on it. Shout out to the human lion. Yeah, Arna, I totally would play, actually. I wouldn't even be against it. It's probably better now than it was when the game first came out because it was just new and everybody was playing. It's probably kind of shifted a little bit to the people who actually like know how to play the game a little bit better. But I just can't think like what day would I rather play Pokemon Unite than edit videos or play Pokemon Scarlet Violet on my live stream. Like, there's literally no time. I think if I was like a full-time live streamer, I'd probably play. You know, like pick some time during the day when I'm not editing, when I just want to take a break and do some live stream content to Pokemon Unite and just kind of like play it on a regular basis. That wouldn't be so bad. Even if like people got in the matches and we didn't win, it'd be like whatever. Just play and stay like really up to practice and, you know, play the new content when it comes out. From what I've seen, solo queue is just as bad as in Unite. Yeah, dude. I'm sure it hasn't changed much. Probably not at all. I mean, some things will never change with that game. I just hope they make it to where people can't troll the matches so easy. Like, people just stay in the home base and run and attack the wall for no reason. I mean, that shouldn't be possible. But yeah, it's literally impossible. I'll probably never pick up that game again. Because there's no stream that I would cancel to play Pokemon Unite instead. I just wouldn't do that. Hey, shout out to Chevy Lady. Did you finish Pokemon Quest? Yeah, I've finished Pokemon Quest like multiple times because I switched devices. But I finally have my Pokemon Quest on my Switch. And that's like my main save file, and I finished it. I'm basically working on the Shiny Living Dex for that, but it's one of the Shiny Living Dex series that I didn't really finish because it's kind of hard to record for that one. I don't want to play it live because, you know, it's just not the most exciting live game. What I should do for my Shiny Living Dex in Pokemon Quest is play off camera, grind for the shiny. When I get the shiny, record the video, post it up, and do like a little mini series of it. But I don't really play that much off camera on my couch. I should at least use up my daily battery, right? But I don't. Did Nightbot just say oof? Yeah, it did. Yeah, human line. Dude, I think it's gonna storm all weekend where I live. I wanted to go to the beach or do something cool, but it's finally becoming winter here. Kind of a bummer. How about the new Snap? Did you finish that? Yeah, I finished it. That game I enjoyed quite a bit, but there was no shiny Pokemon, so I lost interest, you know, once I beat the game. And I mean, the game is like jam-packed with fantastic content. You could get like multiple different encounters with the same Pokemon, depending on how you interact with them and whatnot, but yeah, no shiny Pokemon, so just kind of meh. They should have done shiny Pokemon for Pokemon Snap, because that would have been such a fun Shiny Living Dex series. Snap a photo of every Pokemon shiny. Oh, that would have been so fun. Especially if the odds were kind of good and you could actually get like more than one shiny per area when you go through. Yeah, Ryan Hartman and Scarlet and Violet are going to be really good. Yeah, I can already tell. It's going to be so good. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's only like 9 days left. Shout out to Daniel Aguilera. Yo, yo. Come on, Arceus. You got the pre-download this evening? Yeah, I need to buy the game so I can get the pre-download going. A couple people sent me pictures of their pre-download and I was getting jealous, so I'm like, oh, I gotta do that. Come on, Arceus. Yeah, I need to do that as well. I'm still really on the fence if I'm gonna buy both games. I told myself I was gonna buy one, you know, play it through and then see if I need the other one based off of like, you know, what's in it and all that. But I still don't know. Trying to finish my Pokedexes before Scarlet. Yeah, good idea. Getting hard copies for Gen 9. Yeah, I don't do hard copy anything. I'm just weird like that. I know I'm in the minority. I don't care. Buy one at first, yeah. That's what I told myself I was gonna do. But then, I don't know, part of me wants to just buy both. Have you tried Pokemon Home Master Challenge? No, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm gonna get Violet for sure. No doubt. And then I may end up getting Scarlet as well. Maybe we'll do like a Nuzlocke or something, you know, and run through Scarlet and play both games. There's not a whole lot of point to do that as far as I know now, but there could be enough exclusive Pokemon to make it worth it, exclusive raid battles to be worth it, and I'm hoping there's some kind of feature that's similar to Dynamax Adventures as well. I'm really hoping that. But it's hard to say if they would have a DLC on this game because in Pokemon Sword and Shield, the DLC added extra areas. But if it's an open world, how would you add extra areas? But I'm wondering if there might be kind of like places where they could strategically add areas and expand the open world to add more areas. That could be interesting. So if they added a DLC, it would just make the open world bigger, essentially. That could be a very interesting way to do it, and then maybe give us, you know, Dynamax dens over there or something like that. Yeah, Terra Raid Adventures, exactly. Vidar Henriksen, how do you get Pokemon from Pokemon Red into Pokemon Home? I mean, that just sounds crazy. Do you have to have like a whole bunch of hardware, like an old Game Boy and stuff like that? I mean, Pokemon Red was on the original Game Boy. That thing doesn't even have internet. Did you guys know that you can't trade Glastrier and Spectrier on Sword and Shield? You have to have 2 different profiles and trade through Home between profiles to complete the Crown Tundra Dex. Interesting. Are they actually 2 different Pokemon, or are they just forms of the same Pokemon? They have 2 different Dex entries? Yeah, I've never heard of Virtual Console, but I never had a 3DS either, so. Or a 2DS or a DS or any of the handhelds. So that's why I'm not so up to speed on a lot of the older Pokemon games. But yeah, that sounds like a nightmare. I would do a full Living Dex on Pokemon Home. I kind of thought about it a few times. But since you can't get most of the games on Switch, there'd be no way for me to do it, so I'm not really interested in it. I think one day they'll release the old games on the Switch in some capacity. You know, I pray for that day because I'd like to nuzlocke the old games and shiny hunt the old games in some way. Could be fun, especially like a Alola region. Stuff like that would be really cool to just play the originals just the way that they were. And I'm hoping that they'll eventually port those over to the Nintendo Switch in some kind of a drop that has like all of them. That'd be really cool. But until that day, I just won't be able to play so many Pokemon games. And even if they remake them, that's cool, but you know, I would play the old pixelated versions too. I'm not against it. I actually don't know if I completed my Isle of Armor Pokedex and my Crown Tundra Pokedex. I don't think I did because sometimes when I'm playing I get Pokedex entries out of nowhere while I'm doing Dynamax adventures, which is crazy. In fact, one of my shiny Pokemon that I got was a Pokedex entry from a Dynamax adventure, which I never expected. Yeah, I wasn't really worried about having both Spectrier and Ghostry or whatever it was called. I really didn't care. I don't know. Adding legendary Pokemon or mythical Pokemon through the DLC just seemed kind of... I don't know. It just seemed like a money grab to me. It's like I already spent 60 bucks on this game. Now I gotta spend more just to get like a few extra legendaries, and there's already a ton of legendaries in this game. I don't know. That's why I wasn't too concerned about it. I should honestly open my Pokemon Home account and see if I was caught up in the banwave, but I really don't think I am. I can't see any reason why I would get caught up in the banwave on Pokemon Home, which they did do that today, banwave. My lips are so chapped. I might have to get a midnight snack. Getting kind of hungry. Man, this hunt is hard. Pretty rough. It's about 50-50 with the pre-order on my poll. Come on, Arceus. Give me the shiny. Man, this is rough. You're ordering yours tomorrow, Azur? I should do the same thing. I actually have codes to redeem for free Pokemon that Shiny Red sent me. And I need to do that and post up the video. And then I also need to, yeah, buy Violet. Get it downloaded on my console. Get ready for all that. I should try to do that this weekend. Ooh, Chevy Lady, chili sounds good. Wifey's been making some really good chili. Maybe it's because we're in Texas. Let's see. I'm getting pretty hungry, you guys. And I did have a decent sized dinner. But now I'm thinking about chili. Yeah, I got impatient and ordered just now. Yeah, I need to order mine. I've been putting it off for a few weeks. It's like I know I'm gonna do it. I just don't care. I mean, I could buy it the day before and it wouldn't matter. I could buy it an hour before I play. It wouldn't matter. But I kind of do want to just buy it and get it on the console. Arceus. Giving me such a hard time. I think I'm gonna do one more and wrap it up, you guys, because I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, you guys. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Shiny Arceus, come on now. Nope. 2,187. You guys. Where, oh where is this shiny? Let's go see if my Pokemon Home account got banned before I go to bed. Before I go make a sandwich anyway. Come on, don't be banned. Come on. Don't be banned. They're gonna be like, sorry, sucker, you're banned. Nah, we're good, we're good. I've got 68 in my Pokedex, not bad. It's actually terrible. Oh, my Shiny Living Dex. You guys want to see my Shiny Living Dex? Check this out. Why would you get banned? They did banwave today. Don't you guys follow Cerebi? They did banwave today. Look at my Shiny Living Dex, you guys. It's so much better to look at in Pokemon Home. It's like you can actually see. I should do a video of this. Because it's in Pokemon Home, you can actually see the shiny. I got them all, you guys. I really should do a video of this. It's so fun to come and look at them. And just know like they're all here. Every single shiny. Look at Muck. Why is Muck so tiny? It literally makes no sense. It's because Muck has like a weird aspect ratio. I even got some shiny Alolans in there. So many shiny Gengars for no reason. It's weird seeing Lickitung and Chansey and Tangela with like no evolution after them. So many Pokemon got evolutions. And Scyther. It's really weird seeing Scyther with no evolution. Look at all the shinies, you guys. Wait, what's this one? Aerodactyl? Why has it got that mark on it? I don't know. Aerodactyl level 10. Wait, where'd I get that one? Weird. I have 2 shiny Aerodactyls? Since when? Why is Articuno right here? What are you doing there, Articuno? Yeah, so many shinies. Why do these have... I don't know what those marks mean. Shiny Living Dex. Oh, what fun we'll have. Ooh, Dragon Chap. And of course, my million Porygons that I need to get rid of that I haven't. Alright, well, I wasn't caught up in the bandwave. Not like I would have been, but I wasn't. I know, all the Chanseys, Julian. They found a tunnel they think leads to Cleopatra's tomb. Wait, Amal, where? Who? Today? Alright, you guys. Oh, it means it's in your party. That is correct. I do have those ones in my party. That actually makes sense. Alright, you guys. I'll catch you next time. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Good night, everybody. Peace, you guys.